I'll have to start tidying up before I film these things. Right, what's up everyone? Welcome to vlog 31. Few little bits to talk about this week. Starting with last week's video, like we normally do. That was the... I forget because I'm an idiot. That was the wide angle kit from Flywoo. If you saw the video, if you haven't, like usual, I'll put it down in the video description. Pluses and minuses with this, really. I think when you're flying it, it's fantastic. The actual extra field of view makes it a lot better, especially in like proximity flying. But I wasn't overly keen on the sort of cropping the footage and using it in gyroflow. It kind of, I don't know, I didn't get good results, put it that way. Like I say, links to that video down in the description. But I have heard rumours they are working on a V2, so hopefully they're going to come up with some solutions to the issues that it has. You know, the vignetting, and I was getting a lot of lens flare in there as well. But like I say, if you want to watch that video, I'll put it up here and down in the video description. Next week's vid was originally going to be on the Cetus X kit, but I've had a bit of a setback with that, so you're going to be hearing this video. The FPV boat. The chair squeaking. Yeah, I've just finished filming the FPV boat. A lot of fun this, really did enjoy it. I don't know if you can see there, the camera glued on the top and a thing. I had a little analog receiver that I put on it and stuff like that, so yeah. That's going to be coming this week for you all. Monday for patrons, Friday for everybody else. Oh, last week's video I said I had notifications for a package coming. I had no idea where it was. Turns out I did know where it was. I'm just a forgetful idiot. We have got some new Gemini X receivers from Beta FPV. These are the ones that I know you can't really see the antenna. They're actually 2.4 and is it 898, 915, wherever they are. And they've actually sent me a couple of little modules to have a look at as well. These things are quite cool. One of them's 2.4 gig. And the other one's, and I'll just screw the antenna on. And the other one's 868, 915. Now the cool thing about them is, and you can't see this because I haven't got it powered up yet, but they have a little LED on top that flashes when it's, you know, got signal. And plus, the 868, 915 one goes up to 2 watts. I think the 2.4 gig one's only 1 watt, but that goes up to 2 watts. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's literally 2 fingers. Oh yeah, it's got a built-in fan and everything. So yeah, I'm going to do a little video on them, have a bit of a better look at them. So that'll be coming up in a few weeks. Now, I don't know whether a few weeks ago I made a little video on some 2S lipos from Hobby King, the Turnigy Bolt X ones. Decent enough lipos, performed pretty well. Anyway, they got back in touch with me and said, oh, would you like to try some of our 6S ones? So I thought, yeah, why not? So they sent me a list of all the ones to have a look at. Anyway, I decided to have a look at some 1350 6S. So I said, oh yeah, I'll check this one out. Anyway, they sent me one. So what I'm supposed to do with one battery, I don't know, but I'm not going to make a dedicated video on this. I've got a trip planned next week, so I might just fly a little segment in that and see how it performs. But it's difficult to do with one battery because, you know, you rather have 3 or 4 and sort of like flying one after another, get a bit of a feel for how they perform. But one battery, I'm going to have to use it, and then I'm going to have to charge it in the field and use it. I'll think of something. Early signs that it looks good, like it's 120C 6S 1350. I'm not sure on the waist compared to how else, but I'll have a look at that probably in the video anyway. So yeah, that's coming up. Where else we got? Oh yeah, speaking of the FPV boat, would anyone be adverse to watching some other RC content on this channel? I'm really tempted to do some RC car stuff. Yeah, I found myself looking more and more at cars lately just for something different, you know, if it's really rainy or really windy, something like that. I live really close to like woods and stuff, so I was thinking of getting some sort of like Jeep or crawler type stuff, you know, and if I can make that FPV for a bit of fun. I mean, the boat was analog, but I've got a spare 03 here that I found the other day, you know, only 200 quid sat in a drawer somewhere that you forget about. But possibly, maybe you could buy like, you can get them gimbals, you know, sit there in the crawler and do a bit of FPV crawling or something like that. Or maybe even, I don't know, helicopter or a wing or something anyway. So yeah, I'm edging towards cars. So yeah, if you want to say something like that, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to this week. Like I say, I'm trying to get out and film some more bits for the Cetus kit. It's difficult at the minute because the kids are off school, so every time I go to the park, it's full of kids. But I'm sure we'll work something out. I don't just want to go to my usual test field up there because it's a bit boring. You don't want to see that in every video. I'm trying to keep things interesting, to say the least. Oh, there's Dolly. All right, Doll. You know, mate. All right. I think Dolly wants feeding or walking or something. All right. Last thing to do is the news. Right, so I'm sure all of you have seen it this week. There's a new drone and goggles and that coming from Insta360. Well, not Insta360, it's actually a company called, I've got my notes here, Anti-Gravity. Looks a really, really interesting quad, that. It kind of reminds me like of like a DJI Mini, but it's an actual 360 camera built into a drone. So you like, you get a set of goggles, and as you're flying, you can sort of look just about anywhere you want to. A really, really clever sort of system. Now, it looks like they've got a motion controller thing with that as well. And the goggles, from what I've seen, whether it's just marketing or not, like, look like they've got a little screen on the outside of one of their lenses that you can see what the pilot's seeing, which is really cool. Now, hopefully, this sort of technology grows slightly, because it'd be really good if we got another sort of FPV system into FPV, you know, with the troubles that DJI are having and stuff like that. It'd be really good if someone like Insta360 came and sort of stepped in and offered a alternative solution. You know, there's always CADX and HD0 and what else is there? Analog. I forgot analog there. But yeah, so it'd be really, really interesting if a company like Insta360 sort of stepped into FPV. I mean, we're a long way off that really to start with. The drones that I've seen, there's the Mini Pro looking one, and there was also some leaks of like an Avata sort of one, you know, like a square sort of shaped, like ducted, thin, like Whoop style. Now, whether that'd be 360 or not, I don't know, just seen from the test photos. But yeah, really, really interesting, and hopefully something else that's going to come to FPV in the future. One last thing to talk about just before we go. You probably noticed the last couple of months I've been doing a bit of stuff for Newbie Drone. They've been really, really great with the channel, really supportive. They've been sending me loads of stuff to take a look at. Well, I've got a new product coming again. Probably, when is it? 26th, I think it's arriving. I don't think it's released till the week after, so that'll be something interesting to look at. I can't tell you what it is yet, obviously, but I think you're going to like it. So, right, last thing to do then is say thank you to my patrons. So, massive thanks to Tegriddy Frank. Your support means a lot, mate, it really does. If any of you guys like what we do and want to support the channel, there's links down in the video description to my Patreon. For as little as £1 a month, you can help support this shit show, allow me to keep making content, and depending on what tier you're in, I'll say your name in my video, maybe wash your car and walk your dog. So yeah, that's it really. Oh, also channel memberships for £1.99 a month. Both them, you get to see my videos early. That's kind of it really. So right, enough shilling for me. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. We'll see you in the next one.